Well, hello. Welcome everyone back to the Black Tie Lounge. Tonight, we are very honoured to have a special guest, Mr. Terry He from Art Residence. Welcome, Terry.
Thank you. Welcome. Yes.
Thanks for joining us tonight. So, for those who are new to Black Tie Lounge, this is our space where we talk about all things real-world asset tokenized, and also, we speak to a lot of our fantastic asset managers that are part of the Asset Hub. So, welcome. Tonight, we're going to talk to Terry specifically about what makes Art Residence such a special fund and investment in this, I guess, ramped up property space at the moment. So we've got a list of questions that we're going to run through with Terry. I'm sure he's got every answer that we need. But as always, at the end of the session, we'll have a question and answer. So we'll let you know when you can pop some answers into the chat. So hold your questions to the end, and we'll definitely get through to them. So again, thank you, Terry, for joining us. Let's start. Maybe if you share a little bit about yourself and the team at Art Residence.
Yes. Hi, everyone. Thanks, Caroline. I'm Terry from Art Residence. Thanks for having me today here. So I actually been working as a real estate agent for past 12 years, mainly focused on urban land development and specializing on house and land market. So since 2024, I become an Art Residence sales manager to manage this branding, and I start to get a chance to get more understanding on construction and know how to control the cost of the builds. Combined with my accounting background, that enabling me have a better cost control and feasibility analysis in the running the projects. So in a word, I actually know how to sell, know how to build, and now know how to control the costs. Yeah. And for Art Residence, which is a under the Med Living umbrella. Med Living is a 10 years building company, which is established by two directors. One director, Anson, who has been working as a builder sales for past 20 years and build a very good relationship with different developers, therefore ensure us that can acquire premium location land in the early stage and at a better price. So since 10 years ago, he established Med Living company with another director, Hash. Hash has 30 years experience in this industry, who is now leading our estimating team. He has built a very good, strong relationship with the local suppliers. So make sure that we can have a stable material supplies and also in a good prices. So I also want to share one superstar in our company who is our general manager land. Yet he actually also have a 30 years experience across the residential construction and the medium density development. He has a senior leadership role at Broadband Group and JG King's Homes before, and he's able to manage 50 to 150 homes at a time. So he has a very strong trade base and skill to program project build. So he makes sure helping us to control the building costs and minimize our building times. So in conclusion, we have a very professional team from the sales to the construction. We also have a very strong connection relationship with developers, with suppliers, and with our sales channel. So making sure that we can manage our fund, manage our branding in every step right and smoothly and manage the branding successfully.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. I think that's a really, really important point. For those who aren't familiar with Art Residence, Art Residence Property Fund is a Victorian-based fund that specialises in small to medium density housing. And they have a very, very good formula that's been established over many, many years. And Terry will share a little bit more tonight about why that magic formula is so needed right now in the Victorian market, and why they've managed to find that special niche that's helping them provide some great returns to investors. So one of the things we talked about before is that Art Residence is very specific on the type of builds that you do. So tell us a little bit about those type of builds, the evolution of Art Residence, because you've already taken investors on for quite a few years now, and now with the fund going onto the blockchain and growing, talk to us a little bit about some of those early projects and why they've been so successful.
Okay, firstly, we talk about the Victoria market, the property market. We can see the population growth is driven by continuing improving employment opportunities and the ongoing infrastructure improvement in Victoria. So people from interstate is coming back to Victoria. Another thing is the Victoria government, they actually have a new policy to encourage the first home buyer to enter into the market. But however, we can see that the interest rate is still in a high point. So it affected the borrowing power for investor or for the first home buyer to enter into the market. We can see the strong demand, but not very strong supply, very limited supplies in this market, in between 600K to 650K house market, freestanding house market. So Art Residence was created to fill this gap. We are focused on getting a premium small lot sizes in a good location, combined with our quality design and quality finish. We provide the affordable housing to the market. We believe that in this entry-level properties, in between 600K, 650K, 3-bedroom houses, we can see the strong, and we believe that we can achieve this sales very fast. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really the key, one of the big key drivers, isn't it? That new buyers and investors are very specific on their budget, what they're comfortable borrowing while rates are reasonably high, and that magic bracket around that 650 comfort level. In most other states like Queensland, Sydney, you can't buy a house at that price. So the fact that you can still deliver such a good product, because I've seen the Out Residence houses, they're a smart design, the product's amazing, they're in great locations, and you're still able to deliver at that price point, which is such in high demand. I guess that's really very important to the investors that are coming on the journey with you. Tell us a little bit about your current, what have you got in the current pipeline? So what's in your land bank? What's your pipeline looking like for the next couple of years? So if investors that are coming on board with you, they know what you're investing in and how you're able to turn the dollar over for their returns.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have already banking for the next 1 year. We have projects across Victoria, from the west suburb to the east suburb, to covering all the areas. And we also have more than 50 lots in the southeast suburb areas, which are very hot and popular markets. Yeah, we got so many inquiries for this project specific areas. So also we have 200 lots in our pipeline for the future coming years. And with our good relationship with different developers, we are able to get early access to the pre-release selection. So we continue picking up the lots in premium location. So we believe that with that magic, then we can keep running our funding smoothly. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the magic, isn't it? It's the
Yes.
well-priced lots, the buying power you've got,
Yeah.
the premium locations, because you're getting access to that early, and it's the quality that you're building and then keeping it in that price range, which basically they're flying out the door with your sales channels. So I guess we've just told everyone without telling everyone what's the magic formula. So we let the cats out of the bag, but I guess that's important for investors to really understand that.
Yes.
Maybe if you can drill down a little bit more on that project selection process. So, how do you manage that key, because that's a risk, right? You can pick up a project that doesn't sell well. It hasn't been thought through thoroughly. So tell us a little bit about how you look at those premium lots and how you decide that project's for the fund.
Okay, firstly, location is the most important for us, of course. And we only looking for the project in a premium location close to the parks, public facility, train station, school. So make sure this property people would like to rent or to buy.
Yeah.
Secondly, we only choose the project in a high population growth corridors, so that we make sure that we got a strong demand in this area. Yeah. The other things is about the price. We need to be very careful, critical to the land price. We compare to the market surrounding. We also have a very good relationship and bargaining power with the developer to get a lower price compared to the market. So we make sure that when we buy the land in a better price, and also we have the cost control in our building. So when we turn the house and land to as a product, we make sure that we can selling it in to achieve the good feasibility. Yeah, and the other part is the selling. So to make sure the funding turning faster, we need to make sure the selling as well. So we got 200 plus sales channel all across overseas, interstate. We have wealth company, SMSF company, financial planner, accountant to helping us to selling our product. They trust and like our product. They always put our product as the first list, top list in their selling list. And last thing is that we got display homes in different areas close to our project. So what does that mean is our channel, they can bring their client into the site to check the plan and to check the display. They can sell our product off the plan. So we can get our cash flow, our money back when settlement.
Yeah.
The last things, we also have very strong connection with conveyancer, mortgage broker, bankers. So ensure the settlement smoothly with our end buyer. So yeah, we got very full step to keeping our project success.
Yeah, and I guess it's a very mature end-to-end process that the fund is running. So obviously starting with the premium buying power, making sure all your costs are managed, and then delivering a product that everybody wants to buy, and then helping those buyers settle those products. All of that, being managed by the fund or its partners, is obviously how you've been so successful in the past of making sure that your investors are getting those returns. Now, while we're on investor returns, let's talk a little bit about it. How are they generated? And how's past performance been? And obviously, where the performance is heading now.
Okay, so there's a couple of things that to keep our return higher and stable. Our project, when we choose that, we always choose project and the return always in between 10% to 15%. So to achieve this, we need to be very careful about the building cost and the building time frame, right?
Yeah.
As I say, we got 10 years experience as a builders, so we got stable supply, stable material, stable labors. We got in-house site managers keeping our building time frames minimized under 6 months. So yeah, we are very comfortable with this. And also, as I mentioned before, we have early access to land developer pre-release land with a good location. So yeah, we can always create a great product to the market. Yeah.
To achieve those returns. I think it's important to note as well, we've talked about it before, but we'll talk about it again, that, investing in property, we always say, why, and you do it the best. I say to you, why is now a good time to invest?
Now, why is the good time to invest? Okay, it's always a good time to invest for me, for myself. Yeah, I think it's we always hear the word say the best time to invest was yesterday, and the second best is today. So the inflation rate is still very high in Australia, right? If you keep in a cash today, if you keep $100, maybe your buying power will lose to 90 something in the future. So it's always a smart to invest your cash into a higher return options, right? Like I say, our Western fund, it always hit 10 to 15% annual return. So and we only use the funding to invest to the property.
Yeah.
Because there's only 74 seconds to increase one people in Australia. So in the past 30 minutes, we got 24 people increase in Australia.
Yeah.
And you can't build 8 homes, 10 homes in 30 minutes. So we still can see a very low vacancy rate, high rental return, and under supply property market in Australia. So for us, we very confident to using the funding to do the secure property things, then get the good return back to the funding. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I love that statistic. That's a good one. And I think one of the key things, and I keep talking about it because I see so many investors and people investing into things, and people ask me all the time, So, Australian property, is a fantastic investment, no matter how you get involved. Okay, I mean, obviously, we're talking about investing here via the digital way, but at the end of the day, you're still investing in the digital way, and you're ending up investing in hard property, and that is really important because the hard property that you're investing in with Art Residence as well is that type of property, because it's freestanding. To me, it's a higher value. You got better value investing in freestanding than you have apartments. Okay, because at the end of the day, apartments have always carry more risk, more expense. So the freestanding model that Art Residence has is an absolutely great investment. So I think when we say now is a good time to invest, you said it best. I'm just backing it up. Australian property is very good investment, no matter which way you look at it. And you touched on there a little bit about the supply. Victoria, tell us a little bit about how short is housing supply for the future of Victoria. It's a consistent thing on the outlook, right?
Yes, sure. We all know the property price in New South Wales and Queensland in the past few years is very crazy high, terrible high. Yeah, you cannot find any properties, maybe I say under 650 within 40-50 kilometers away from the CBD in that states, right? But you still can find something in Melbourne, in Victoria, under 650K, 3-bedroom, freestanding house. Yeah, I know people they still can buy apartment 1-bedroom 600K in this area, but for Australian, we all love backyard.
We do.
Yeah. And for young family, first home buyer, I think they will need 3 or 4 bedrooms house to fit our family and to fit our future kids, whatever, right? So people from interstate, they are coming back to Victoria because they can offer the houses in Queensland, in New South Wales, and but we need to very careful about the price range because the borrowing power is still very tight, very sensitive because the interest rate increased again last month. This month, So for our residents, we try to control the land size with our smart design to fit on the small lots to giving a good quality finished product. Then we provide the affordable price range property to the market. So we got a strong demand. We got lots of inquiry actually from our interstate sales agents, channels, and also from clients. They're looking for 650K houses, no matter for moving back to Victoria for owner occupy or buy first, wait for them to increase, then they can change buy another property in interstate. So we got a strong demand, inquiries from them.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I've just got another question for you, Terry. But before we do, I'm just going to open up to the audience and let you know if you've got some questions for Terry or for myself, start popping them into the chat, and we're more than happy to answer them for you. We're going to move to that Q&A shortly. But before I let you off the hook too quickly, Terry, I have one more question for you. How can you ensure the returns to investors? So share about how you're currently doing it now and what makes them such a good way that you're managing that return.
I've been asking this question by every investor. They are very care about the questions. Okay, this is a two part. First one I've been mentioned before. We are building company, so there's no doubt we have a professional experience to do the cost control, to do the land selection, to do the to minimize the building times and ensure the selling process in the right time to get the money, get the return. But the second part is my secret part to share today. So all we are talking about is very traditional way from land acquisition, from doing the house design and cost, then come up with a product and sell it. That's the traditional way. But what I'm doing, because I've been 12 years in this market, I know what the end buyer needs. So I got, for example, I got inquiry for channel. They have 10 people looking for 600K 3-bedroom freestanding house in the West. Then I can create a product to sell it straight away. So I pick the land, pick the house, then combine to 600K, sell them. So shorten the whole procedure to making the cash flow turning fast.
Yeah, that's
This is
fantastic
what
to
I
have
can
that
do.
flexibility there. So that's very good. And I'm sure they're going to keep you to that promise.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got some questions now. Just answering this one here. Thanks, Mogul, for popping this one in. So freestanding is so much better than getting mixed up with body corp. So it's nice added touch. So I think that's more of a congratulations than a question, but thank you for submitting that, because I 100% agree with that. I think levies and things right now for investors, first home buyers, it's difficult for them. They keep rising. And to be able to give that product that Art Residence is delivering, that freestanding product, is just so important part of the investment mix there. So well done, very good.
Thank you. Yeah, we always know that the apartment body corporate will going up in 5 or 10 years time in a very significant figures. But for the freestanding house, we don't have body corporate. That's the good things for people to invest in it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I think that's it. So, we must have done a fantastic job tonight, because we don't have a huge amount of questions. So again, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for sharing the journey of Art Residence. I'm very excited, that you've been able to come on board with the Asset Hub, and we look forward to the next 5-year journey that you have delivering these amazing houses for Victorians. So thanks again, Terry. Much appreciated.
Okay, yeah, thank you again for having me today, special to Colonize. So if you guys have any other questions, I'm happy to assist anytime. And thank you and have a good night.
Thanks, Terry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.